Video games. You love them, I love them, we all love them. So, it's only natural that movie makers would want to adapt video games onto the big screen. There have been many attempts to do so, with a so-called video game curse resulting in a film that just doesn't seem to work. It looks, however, in the eyes of some, as of late, with such releases as the Sonic movies, Detective Pikachu, and the Super Mario Bros. Movie, this curse has been broken. I would argue that the curse was broken many years ago, in 1995, with Paul W.S. Anderson's Mortal Kombat. If you grew up in the 90s and the early 2000s like me, then you've heard that before. Mortal Kombat has been a huge part of my life, and the film has played a large role in this. The kick-ass action, score, and brilliant characters drew me into its unique and fascinating world. So, let's talk about that for a bit, shall we? Mortal Kombat is based on a mega-hit video game franchise, created by Ed Boon and John Tobias, and it adapts elements from the first two games in the franchise. It follows the journey of Liu Kang, played by Robin Shao, Sonya Blade, played by Brigitte Wilson, Johnny Cage, played by Lyndon Ashby, and their mentor, the Thunder God Lord Raiden, played by Christopher Lambert. And yes, his iconic laugh also makes an appearance.
Sorry.
The heroes have entered into a tournament to defend Earthrealm from the forces of Outworld, led by the evil sorcerer Shang Tsung, played to absolute perfection by the legendary Cary-Hikuei Tagawa. In fact, the entire cast is fantastic. They all commit to the concept just so well, and it's no surprise that the film itself has had an influence on the game's world and storytelling in the years since its release. It's really great to see the characters and concepts brought to live action. Shang Tsung's powers and the puppetry work for Prince Goro are really fun to see on screen, as well as some really creative ways to achieve the looks of the games. The costume designs for Sub-Zero and Scorpion are fabulous. It is just a perfect translation from the video games. The most famous thing about Mortal Kombat is the action, so I'm very happy to say that I adore the action sequences in this movie. They have a fun, energetic feel to them that is bolstered by the cast doing their own stunts. People fly around, get thrown around, and engage in some seriously awesome combos. They are perfectly well spread across the narrative too. Just when you start to think, there should be another one of these here, one starts up. These take place in some really awesome locations as well. In the Johnny Cage vs Scorpion fight, we go from a seemingly endless row of trees to a hellish fight arena. Each action sequence is accompanied by some awesome pieces of music from the soundtrack. The fight between Liu Kang and Reptile has an awesome accompanying piece of music. It has an effect on me like when Popeye eats spinach. It really gets me hyped. It's completely awesome. And don't worry, this film is full of the fatalities that you see in the video games. I also really like the way the film looks. There's some really impressive lighting and shot composition that fits into the cool atmosphere that is found across the entire movie. This gives all the fight scenes a really badass feel to them. It's also quite funny at times too. Lyndon Ashby steals the show as Johnny Cage and delivers some absolutely awesome one-liners, and frequently will drop a witty comment, some of which he even improvised himself.
Got a guy with things coming out of his hand. We got another guy who freezes stuff. And then there's a man who, as far as I can tell, is made out of electricity. I mean, how did he disappear like that? What is going on here? Who is this guy?
So it's an utter joy to see him, Lambert, Wilson, and Tagawa all come back to their roles for 2019's Mortal Kombat. All in all, Mortal Kombat is a truly fun film that's chock full of the action and adventure that I crave from the genre. It's a complete blast, and one that has stood the test of time as one of, maybe even the best video game adaptation that's ever been made. Hi, thanks for watching. Did you enjoy the review? If so, please like and subscribe. It'll help the channel to grow. I hope to see you watching another video again sometime soon. Thanks again.